Good day to everyone, and in this video we will see the concept of the iron losses. Okay, no matter whatever the machine is, if you have a core, then iron losses will be there. Okay, so the iron losses are classified into two kinds. That is, one is your hysteresis loss. Okay, so I won't be dealing with much theory here. I will deal with what you need to remember and how you need to solve the questions, and the eddy current losses. Okay, so first we will see these hysteresis loss. I will give you a superficial feel. These are due to the magnetic energy that is lost in the core. Okay, so that is the very superficial feel. Okay, so there is some energy you need to spend, and some energy get stored in the core. Okay, so that is not used. So that is the your hysteresis loss, and your eddy current losses are due to the small amount of circular currents. Okay, the closed loop paths are formed and in the core, and that is why you want your core to be laminated. Okay, so that no closed loop paths are formed, and so no current will flow. Okay, so due to those current flows on particular spots in the core, you have your heating loss. So that loss we term as your eddy current loss. Okay, so that is a very superficial feel. Okay, so in this video our main focus is to how to solve questions and what formulas you need to remember. So for hysteresis loss and eddy current losses, these are iron losses, and you must always remember that these depends only on voltage and frequency. Okay, no matter what load you connect, no matter what current is flowing, these losses depend on voltage and frequency. Okay, and we must always remember the expressions. For the hysteresis loss, pH I am denoting is equal to some constant kh into f, that is frequency, and bm is maximum flux density of the core to the power x. This x is generally equal to 1.6 for CRGO steel. See, CRGO is a material that we use in making the transformers. Okay, so most of the questions you will find related to iron losses, specifically pH and PE, are just bifurcated in the cases of the transformers only. Okay, so pH and PE you find in transformers only, and in other machines they generally give you directly the iron losses, because these are not much in other machines, but in transformer they are significant and are important things. Many questions are asked, and those questions are based on this discussion only. Ke and pure eddy current losses will be equal to Ke into F square Bm square into T square. Okay, so if you don't remember this T square, then also it will be okay. So this T is the thickness of the core. Okay, so you must remember this F square and Bm square. Bm is the maximum flux density. Okay, so now in any question of the hysteresis and eddy current losses, you need to identify few things. See, now what are those important things? See, in any question you first have to check V by F ratio. Okay, see, they may have given that your transformer is initially operating on, let me say, at 200 volts and 50 hertz. Okay, one case they have given, and they are saying that and in the another case your transformer is operating at let's say 800 volts and 200 hertz. Okay, so you need to calculate. They may ask you that calculate the change in the iron losses or anything, something like this. Okay, so now what is the importance? I have told you these losses depend on voltage and frequency only, so always check the V by F ratio in any question of hysteresis and eddy current losses. Okay, so why this is important? See, now you check here V by F, it will be 200 by 50. So I am checking V by F 200 by 50, that will be your 4, and here it will be 800 by 200, so again it will be here 4. So your V by F ratio same. See, now what is the meaning, what is the significance? If V by F ratio is same, okay, so this is very important. Okay, in every almost all questions you will use this. If V by F ratio is same, then your pH will be proportional to only F, and your PE will be proportional to only F square. Okay, so this BM and this BM terms is also treated as a constant when your V by F ratio is same. Now, why this BM term is treated as a constant? So I have told in some video, I am again telling here. Okay, see, I hope you have heard this formula in the case of transformer 4.44 F5 N. Okay, okay, so I hope you have heard this. So here you can write this as 4.44 FBA N, where N has number of turns, F is frequency, B is magnetic flux density, and A is cross-sectional area. See, what is your magnetic flux density is 5 by A, so your 5 will be B into A. So now here your V by F is 4.44 FB, sorry, F won't be there, BAN. So your V by F is a constant. Okay, so what does it mean? That if your V by F ratio remains constant, then it implies that your B is constant. Okay, so that is why in these formulas you need to use this expression. That is, you can treat your BM as a constant. So your pH will be directly proportional to frequency, and your PE losses will be directly proportional to frequency square. Okay, so that is the concept. So always remember this discussion, and you will solve almost every question of the hysteresis and eddy current loss, or rather I should say every question, because in every question you have to check this V by F. So if V by F is same, you use this thing. Okay, if V by F is not same, then I hope you can understand. See, if V by F not same for any two given cases, then your pH will be proportional to FBM. You take 1.6. Okay, to say more appropriately, there is a range of X, but in exams you use 1.6. Okay, so P is directly proportional to your F square BN square. Okay, T you can neglect in the questions, indicate. Okay, so if V by F is not same, you have to use this thing, total. And if V by F ratio is same, then you have to directly use pH directly proportional to F, P directly proportional to F square. So maximum questions you can solve, okay, by this relation only. So I hope this concept is clear. So this is all about this video. Please like, share, subscribe Electrical Diaries, and visit our website. And thank you, thanks a lot.